Okay, back to my old masterpiece collection. Here's a look at Warpath by BadCube. And you could see this is done in the old masterpiece style where it has all this extra sculpted in detail, which makes the figure look really nice. But this is kind of like a stylized rendition of the original G1. And now let's go over some of the accessories that you get. This is not a review of this old figure, but I just wanted to go over this for reference. So here you get this parts forming piece that goes on the bottom of the tank, but also acts as a shield. You could see the little handle that you can give him so he's holding it. And they did give you a gun, which is nicely sculpted and painted here. So yeah, this is really nice. So that's what you get in terms of the accessories. And they did give you this nice poster with a really nice artwork there. Unfortunately, they folded it, so you got these creases here, so that doesn't really work out so well. And you do get the instructions booklet, my favorite. And you could see they have a really nice artwork there of Warpath in robot mode and alt mode. And then you get the contents here, everything you get. You also get the bio card. And I want to go over this because the instructions are needed for this. But here you could see kind of like this model sheet here, the side view, front and back. And they also did it for the robot mode, which is really nice. And here the transformation can maybe take screenshots, because the transformation on this is really difficult. I don't think they did that well in designing the engineering for the transformation of this very well, because you have to really be careful when manipulating these parts. And the way they executed it also, it's really hard manipulating these pieces to rotate and fold in and stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out because this is a difficult figure to transform, and you really have to be careful. So you could see some more nice artwork there. I can tell from the artwork, yeah, these guys are some designers. And then I think this is very important to point this out, because this is one of the difficult areas, the shoulders. So it's nice how they pointed all that out with the text here to help. And then more concept art. Yeah, these guys are definitely concept artists. You could see they do a really nice job. And some more nice artwork here. So that's a look at everything you get. And now let's take a closer look at the figure. So let's take a look at the head. It's a nicely sculpted head. It's not very tune accurate, because again, this is done in the old masterpiece style. So it's kind of like their own version as well, with all this extra sculpted in detail. But they did put in some tune accurate stuff, like the 4 stripes here on his chest, this little curve shape on his hips, and the angle on his lower legs. But they did kind of like stylize it, so it's kind of like a curve with this extra details here, the rivets and stuff. Yeah, so I mean, it makes a figure look really nice. It's just this is not the trending toon aesthetics that we're getting today. But in terms of articulation, you could see the head is on a universal, so it can go up, not really down. It can rotate. So that's head articulation. could see the shoulders here on a ball joint, so it can go forward, back, up, out to the side, all around. You do get bicep swivel, you do get elbow joint, you do get fist rotation, and they do open up here for the hands. And the waist rotation is on a nice soft ratchet, but no ab crunch. That was before the ab crunch days. And then the legs, you could hear the nice clickety ratchet going up, but it's a soft ratchet going back. I'm just curious, how did they do that? And then you do get thigh rotation. You do get a nice soft ratcheted knee joint. And the feet here are on a ankle rocker, and it can go toe tilt up and toe tilt down. So yeah, for an old figure, this is actually really good. It's just my issue is that it just doesn't meet the toon aesthetics that goes with my masterpiece collection now. So yeah, you just have to appreciate this for what it is. I mean, because this figure is still really nice. It's just the transformation is difficult. And what I have for my official masterpiece is Warpath here by Fans Toys. And here you could see what these two guys look like. Fans Toys is obviously much thinner, and I think Fans Toys maybe went a little too much with their heroic style, because he's just a little bit too thin. Because when you think of Warpath, you think of him, you know, as kind of like big and bulky like this, but here, BadCube's, it's maybe a little too bulky, and Fans Toys, you know, it's he's a little too thin. This kind of gives me the feeling like this is their Spindrift 1.0. So yeah, I think we need a update, because here you could see Fans Toys. This is kind of like done in that old masterpiece style, because you could see it has like all this extra sculpted in detail. And here, this is not very toon accurate. It should have like 4 stripes, not 3. But this is actually a nice figure, you know, with that die cast, paint finish. I mean, it looks really nice. But in short, you know, this is what I'm going to have in robot mode for my masterpiece collection. And he's going to be transformed to alt mode and stay with my old masterpiece collection. But before that, there was another version of Warpath by Final Victory. And you could see, yeah, he's much smaller. But what's interesting is that he actually scales really well with some of the other mini bots, the old mini bots, such as Beachcomber by X-Transbots, and Sea Spray by X-Transbots. But he is this is like a animation errors, because he's you know, he's too small, or he's just the right height. So just to give you some examples, let me bring out just one character here. This is a Smokescreen, and you know, there are some scenes where he appeared with a Smokescreen, and you could see the scale is correct here. He is about the same height as, you know, all these standard sized Autobots, and also he does kind of scale well with Ratchet also. So yeah, there, you know, he does scale pretty well with some of these figures. But if you remember that episode where he appeared with Hoist, the scale here is off. So yeah, I don't know how you fix this because yeah, he's either the right size or he's too small, like you see here. So I just wanted to point that out because this is something I'm still trying to figure out how to resolve, and it doesn't even matter if I bring in fans toys because it's still the same problem here. The scale next to Hoist, he's just too small. So unless we get a new version of Warpath here, maybe by X-Transbots, if they will give us a new Warpath a little bit taller, you know, that would fit in really nice with the collection. But for now, this is what I have to go with my old masterpiece collection. And I just wanted to appreciate this because even though the transformation on this is really difficult, like all up here, this is still a really nice figure. And you know, like I said, all this extra sculpted in detail, it looks really nice. And I'll just say, you know, they did not overly detail it, so I mean it's just enough detail to make this figure look really nice. But anyways, with that said, let's go ahead, transform this into his alt mode and take a look at that. Okay, here's a look at the alt mode, and first let's compare this with the animation model and see how well they capture the toon aesthetics. For the most part, you know, they did a nice job. I mean, this tapered shape down here, but you know, it is missing some details, and there are extra sculpted in details here that they put in. You know, that does make it look nice, but again, this is your old masterpiece figure, so you know it should be like that. But overall, you know, this is still a really nice looking figure. I mean, you could see all those rivets there, all the extra sculpted detail, which makes this look really nice, kind of like that realistic look. So that's the main reason why I have my old masterpiece in alt mode, because they look good in the alt mode. And here, the bottom, just showing you the shield here. And I could just point out some things, like even just trying to put this shield here on the bottom is very difficult, because you could see these two parts here, they need to go into the slots of the shield, which is very difficult. And just in general, this whole figure is very difficult to transform just because of the way they designed it. I mean, there are real issues with like the shoulder joint here, how you have to manipulate it and how it needs to fold. And yeah, I'm not doing a transformation video of this, but I just want to point out that you need to use a lot of caution when transforming this because of the way it's designed. Yeah, you have to really fuss with this a lot and be very careful. But with that said, you know, this is what it looks like in alt mode, and it's a really nice looking figure, and he goes good with my other old masterpiece figure. This is X-Transbots version of Hoist, and yeah, so here they do look a little bit, you know, good together like in the cartoon, although Warpath, I still think he should be a little bit bigger, but you know, this is good enough. And you know, if you put it this way, then now Warpath does look bigger than Hoist. But yeah, so this is what I have, and this is what I'm going to keep in alt mode. And I'll just leave Hoist here because yeah, these two guys are going to be next to each other with grapple. But that's it. That's a look at Warpath by BadCube.
Guess I just ruined his day. Hoist, old buddy. I think it's time we bam join the party. Hang in there, beachcomber. Here comes the cavalry. Da da